Hey friends, I wanted to talk today a little bit about our curriculum choices for the upcoming school year. I thought I would start with the uh, subjects that we'll be doing together as a family first, and then kind of dive into what each child will be working on individually. So for Bible this year, we're really keeping it very simple. We'll be reading through the story Bible. Um, I love this. I believe it's the Memoria Press. Um, but I just love the illustrations. They're not cartoony. They're not, they're just really rich, beautiful illustrations that work well for all age ranges. They don't look too, like I said, cartoony or like they're for little kids. It doesn't simplify the stories in the Bible. And so I just really enjoy these beautiful pictures. And each story is only about 2 or 3 pages, and there are questions afterward that you can ask the children. And so it's a really fun, easy read. We'll be doing that probably during breakfast time. You sit at the table, and I can read from the story while they're eating the breakfast. We're also going to go through this book again. I love this book. I highly recommend it. We went through this book with the kids a few years ago, and they learned so much. So we're going to do it again. So Crossroads of Character, each chapter is on, this one is on obedience, is on a different godly character trait. And so there's real life examples of, children who have to make the choice to obey, or make the choice to share, or make the choice to be patient. Here's one on being honest. And so you read these children and you see, these examples that your own kids would probably face. And they see how the kids react to it, and they see the right way that they responded or the wrong way, and you can talk to them about it. And so this has been wonderful for our children. It's probably for about age 4 to 6, maybe 7. Gunner's getting a little bit too old, but again, studying godly character, you never outgrow that. So I'm excited to do this one again because I feel like it's needed. We need the refresher. And then finally, we're going to be going through, this book is called Let's Worship, and there are different hymns in it, but there's also activities, crossword puzzles and mazes and stuff like that. And so we're just going to be using this book to study different hymns. They have Amazing Grace in sign language, so it's just another way that we can hide God's truths in our heart this year. Now, our main curriculum is classical conversations, and this year Gunnar, Jana, and Iris will all be in the classical conversations program. This will be our 4th year, and we have absolutely loved it. It was the best choice we made 4 years ago to join this group. It's been a huge blessing. So this right here is really all you need to get started with classical conversations. This is the Foundations Guide, and it is 1 book per family, and this book will be used from ages 4 to 12. So, like I said, we got this book 4 years ago. We'll use this until Rafe is 12 years old. So 1 book, I believe it's $99, but it lasts, the entire span of elementary for all of your kids. So all my kids will be using this book. I love that it is that one-room schoolhouse. I don't have to have several different books and curriculums for all my kids. They're all using this. This gives you an idea of what's inside. And so you see, for like this week, you would have math, Latin, science, English grammar, timeline, history, geography, and then they also do science experiments and fine art projects and study classical music. And that's all included in this book. So this is going to be the bulk of what we do. Now, I also went ahead and purchased the flashcards. These are great to use for to study, for kids to study on their own, for you to drill with flashcards. Great for road trips, stuff like that. And then I also purchased the maps. These are placemat maps. And so, my kids can practice. This year is obviously U.S. geography, so they'll be learning all the states and capitals, all the mountain ranges, rivers, all the deserts, stuff like that. So they can just keep this at the table, dry erase, they can mark it up, they can point to where is Augusta, Maine, all that kind of stuff, and just use this for their study time. So that's what the kids will be doing all together. I have a ton more books, not necessarily curriculum though, but just books we've gotten either through Usborne or have been gifted to us. We'll be reading through the Tuttle Twin series. Me and the girls are going to be reading through the American Girl series as we talk about U.S. history to kind of help bring that to life for them. But I'm not going to bother showing that stuff because there's just too much. We have so many books. I probably have over 100 books then. So we'll just kind of go through and see what we get through. We're hoping to read a lot of books this year. Another thing I picked up were flashcards. I'll be using these with my older two. I've got addition, subtraction, and multiplication. We're going to begin multiplication probably later in the school year with Gunnar, but at some point he will be introduced to it. So I got flashcards ready right there. Okay, so for Gunnar, for language arts, we've gone with The Good and the Beautiful, and we love it so far. It's been a great fit. He's about halfway through level 1 right now, which is the second grade equivalent, I guess. We struggled last year to find a language arts program that worked for him. And so we came across The Good and the Beautiful about, I want to say last March. It was like at the end of the year. And so we went ahead and started over with the second grade curriculum just because different curriculums teach things at different times. And I thought I would rather start him kind of at the beginning of the cycle than try to jump into, third grade. Because I just don't know when, like one curriculum might teach something at this level and another one doesn't teach it until at a different time. But it's been great. He's enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. I love that there's no prep work whatsoever. It is open and go. That's what I'm all about. I hate anything that I have to sit down and prep the night before. I don't want to have all of the manipulatives. I don't want to have to cut things out. So this is great because I don't have that. It's colorful. They have beautiful illustrations inside. Beautiful works of art. Another thing I love is that this covers phonics, reading, spelling, writing, literature, grammar and punctuation, and art appreciation. So it's not just a phonics course, and now I have to go find something for grammar or writing. It's all of it combined in one. He's set to finish this book, because like I said, we started so late in the year last year. He's set to finish this book around November, and then he'll move on to the next level for third grade. So that's where we're at with that one. Again, what I love about homeschooling is there's no one saying you have to finish this book at a certain time. Like, we started a brand new curriculum at the end of our school year last year, and it was one of the best choices we've made. So that's his language arts. And like I said, I love how it covers everything, and we'll continue using the good and the beautiful. For math, he is going to be using all-in-one homeschool online. And this is a wonderful resource. If you are not familiar with it, look it up. A homeschool mom basically did all the work for us and combined every game, website, whatever, for kids, for helping to teach kids, and put it all into one. So we're going to be using the math that they've put together. It's mostly going to be through online games and drills that are done online. I'm excited for it because he enjoys being on the computer. We don't allow much computer time though, and so I think he's going to enjoy playing these games and doing these different assignments on the computer. There's also a book that you can order through Amazon that has all of your worksheets, so he'll be getting both that practice online and kind of answering verbally, which he's really great at, and then also the practice of writing it down in a worksheet form. And so I don't have anything to show for that because it's all on the computer, but easy peasy, all-in-one homeschool. They have everything. They have everything, Bible, math, reading, grammar, history, art, music, science. I mean, anything that you could ever want to teach your kids, it's going to be there. And all very simple and easy to find, so check that out. All right, for Jana, for language arts, she will be doing the same. She'll be doing the good and the beautiful, level K, which is the first grade equivalent. So good and the beautiful language arts tends to be advanced, which is why the levels don't match the grade. So she'll be doing the language arts with the good and the beautiful this year. And same thing, it's just full of beautiful colors and illustrations. It covers everything. It covers spelling, reading, writing, or handwriting, phonics, art appreciation. And so we're excited to do this with her this year. For math, she'll also be using the online Easy Peasy for math. I'm not sure how that's going to go for her, just because I feel like she is one that enjoys the manipulatives and enjoys having things out in front of her. But we're going to give it a shot. If it doesn't, then we'll probably switch over to the good and beautiful for math as well. And Iris is going to be doing the pre-K book from the good and the beautiful. This is the only book she's going to go through. She'll finish it this year. We'll probably do 2 pages a week. And this is just a little introduction for her this year. This covers numbers, shapes, letters, letter sounds, vowels, rhyming, everything she needs for the pre-K year. All right. So that's about it. Like I said, we have other books and activities we're going to be doing, and we just have a lot of things planned, things we want to go do and see, but that can be a video for another time. I hope you enjoyed seeing our curriculum choices, and if you have any questions, let me know.